Hello, my fellow buds and budettes. I come before you today with a heavy heart and a horrible headache from staying out too late at H-Bar last night. I brought you all together today to announce that I will be withdrawing from the mayoral race. I could lie and say it was because my opposition was going to bring up my DUI, my 6 months in jail for shooting PETA with frozen paintballs, the time I was barred from prom for trying to take the vice principal home, or the time I threw a party and only high schoolers showed up 3 weeks ago. But that's not why. I could lie and say I didn't think I could win, but I have no doubt I would have triumphed. I wasn't scared. I'm not ill. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is, I took a bribe from the leaders of this town, the quarterback club. I was offered 3 weeks worth of Bud juice, a new Oakdale High School t-shirt, a free House of Beef sandwich, a box of Remington shotgun shells, 6 minutes of access to the press box for all future OHS football games, a beer named after me at Grains of Virtue, and the ability to watch the rodeo from the outside this year on a custom-made ladder painted red and gold. As much as I wanted to lead this great town, as you can see, these things were simply too good to pass up. But here's the catch. The people who bribed me didn't want me to be mayor because they wanted me as California's new governor. They knew I'd win mayor by a landslide, which would prevent me from running for governor. These people knew I'm the only person who can go toe-to-toe with Governor Navin Newsom. I will be traveling thousands of miles away to Sacramento with Frankie Trent and the Arpoca brothers, and we will be bringing the fight to Governor Navin Newsom. He literally looks like the villain in every movie, and I'm convinced he's half reptile. Navin Newsom, you are destroying California, and by God, I will stop you before you get to Oakdale. You want to let them steal, let them loot, let them inject weed into their arms on the streets? Not anymore. You will have to get through me before you can get to the cowboy capital, which will soon be the state capital. I will endorse our current mayor for mayor on 3 conditions. Free beers for section title champions, that's non-negotiable. The Buckle Bunny Farm in the middle of town needs to happen. And a 12-foot gold statue of myself riding a bull needs to be erected at the entrance of the rodeo. I wish I could have been your mayor. I wanted to be driving the bulldozer that leveled Starbucks and Dutch Bros. I wanted to hand 10-year-old kids their first can of dip once the legal age was lowered. I wanted to be the first customer at the Buckle Bunny Farm. And I wanted to be the first person to hand a tourist a card that said outsider on it. But I'm being called to something greater. I will still be fighting for you, always, but at a distance. Please stay tuned for my next press conference, where I'll be discussing my plans for California. And let's just say Hawaii and every other island that we own or kinda own, be prepared for your population to get a whole lot bigger. In Los Angeles and San Francisco, be prepared to get a whole lot smaller.